feel I'm sinking in to the bed, I'm such a mess. I wish my head was on top of your chest. Oh, if I believe again that we could be just friends, would that make me a part of your day, make me go? So let me get this straight, am I the only one feeling like a moss when the pressure's off? Will I ever stop? Can I break my habit, hate everything about it? Some say static only gets you if you let it, but nothing is a promise and a chance is magic. Take one, take a million, never mind those who don't have it. Don't give up, give up. Don't give up, give up. So I'm lost again, I've gone every direction, expecting a lesson, but left with questions like where do I fit? Should I put down the pen, cause comfort is in, according to my family and friends. Should I let this one go? Farewell to my dreams and welcome to hell. Until I'm left with nothing else, then the tears start to swell. Gotta stop thinking, I keep telling myself, don't give up, give up. They tell me, give up the dreams, give up the love, give up the hope. Where did your life go? Why can't you follow? I said, look at yourself, look at your life, look out below. You got 5 years to go before you lose control. That's why I listen to my soul. They tell me everything's been done at least once, and anything you can do, trust us, they can do better. Passions are a playtime, don't quit your day job. Poets never once paid the bills. Painters never turned the white canvas to a house in the hills. With those lips will give you chills like an artist to inspire desire in me to be like him and spit fire. Gotta do everything, gotta save money, gotta see look at what you can achieve. And if you do, you prove to make a move is crucial to your mood. Don't lose any more time, cause like us, you're gonna be righteous. Take it or leave it, but don't fight us. You're losing your mind, cause your freedom's a virus. Deny us, you pay the prices. Well, I'd rather be lost than lifeless. I won't give up, give up. They tell me, give up the dreams, give up the love, give up the hope. Where did your life go? Why can't you follow? I said, look at yourself, look at your life, look out below. You got 5 years to go before you lose control. That's why I listen to my soul. It can only get better. It can only get better. It can only get better. If I lose myself, it can only get better. It can only get better. It can only get better. If I lose myself, it can only get better. It can only get better. It can only get better. If I lose myself, it can only get better. It can only get better. It can only get better. If I lose myself, it'll only get better. It'll only get better. It'll only get better. If I lose myself, it'll only get better. It'll only get better. It'll only get better. If I lose myself.
Hey! I'm here. How's it going? It's Monday. Right? Yeah, it's Monday. Alright. Yeah, I realized about 5 years ago, 10 years ago, something like that, I wrote a song that really applies to us. And, yeah, so I'm going to let that roll. For anybody that wants to listen to that again, it's Heart Means More. The song is called They Tell Me. You can check it out on YouTube. I'm pretty sure it's on YouTube. I think that, here, let me look. This was the band I'll show you just so. That's not the screen I want to show. But I'm glad that happened because I need to switch it up. Anyway, for those that don't know what this stream is about, submit your shorts and I review them. That's it. Anyway, this is Heart Means More. You can search it, and that's me. And there's me live and stuff. But anyway, if you search, I think the topic, you'll find all the songs. There's 9 in here. And yeah, They Tell Me. That's the song right there that we just listened to. Okay, anyway, now you know. So, it's Monday. Monday. 45 responses so far. Not bad, not bad. So, for those of you that haven't been here, here's how this works. Basically, I spin a wheel, and it randomly selects you. And then halfway through, we go to VIPs, which is a community that we have in our Discord. And those always get reviewed. So if you ever want to, like, for sure be reviewed, then join the VIP. But we'll talk about that later. And that's that. That's it. So let's go ahead and get started. Cool. Thank you so much. What's the meaning of life? You know what? I think my answer to this is going to be a little lame, I think, because it totally applies to what we do. But I honestly believe that the meaning of life is to just create cool shit. And do it with people and help people learn how to create cool shit. Like, that's the meaning for me. Like, no matter what you believe, I think that the best thing that humans can do is to take what's in their mind and make it a reality. I mean, that's what invention is, right? Anything you create, I don't know. I love it. I love to create, and I get this feeling of fulfillment when I do it. So, that's my meaning, at least. Leave the world cooler than it is when you got here. Okay, let me just go ahead and roll, and we'll get started. So we'll go ahead and start with the 2-minute timer, just to roll it. Number 21. This one's called Beep Smole. I think I remember this name.
Will it fit on a 10 by 10 grid?
Let's see if this fits.
Okay, this is much better. I remember now. I remember you. So, just so you know, like, there's so many things going on already. Like, I don't need to know that this is episode 13. That's supposed to be an I there. I don't care. You know, I've only seen you this one time, and, like, day 13. Oh, I see, this is you. But why would you... Oh, this isn't you. This is day 13 of asking for this person. So, in this situation, I would do something along the lines of... Let me just show you so you can actually see how I would show it. I'll just use... Snagit, which is like much shittier than Photoshop, but just so you can get the idea. And then we'll do like a little eyedropper to fill that out. And then just so you know, and so you can learn this, this right here, you see how it says highlighted comment? Why is it there? Ask yourself, why is that there? What is that telling anybody? Nothing. It has nothing to do with the story. It's just in the way, right? So get rid of it. And then I left the name because maybe that person wanted to... Like, people want to see their names in your content, so maybe that helps. Unless you're kind of, like, private. Like, I did one where it was somebody that asked me a question for their advice, and it was a coaching client, and I blurred their name because I didn't ask them, right? But yeah, this is exactly how I would show that comment instead. I don't know what Rousey is, but you get the idea. Like, this is like, there's only one thing to read. I'm going to pause that because I didn't even give you advice yet. But this is like something that you all should pay attention to. The less, the better. Only show the things that apply, okay?
Will it fit on a 10 by 10 grid?
I am going to say that the song kind of, it doesn't set me up to understand what's going on. So just know that. Will an 11 by 11 grid fit in a... Oh, that's not it. Will Susie fit on a 10 by 10 grid? Susie? Rousey? Deltarune? I don't know.
Let's see if this fits.
Oh. Okay. Yeah, it was too quick. So, I don't understand this. Will this fit in this? I get it now, but you put this intro thing in the way, and so I... Like, it... dude, you give me like 2 seconds to understand what I'm looking at before you do it. And so that was the context I said was missing. And sure, you did it, but it was like this should have been shown at the beginning. You know what I mean? Like I should have, you do a half and half type thing. This is very, very close though. Very close to what I'm imagining. I think it performed better than normal, 21,000. Yeah, you know how this says ignore? You should not do that. That's called keyword stuffing, and that'll get your ass banned. So these usually get 5K, 5K, 21K, 33K, 82K. Let me look at
Will
that
it
one.
fit on a 10?
Oh, okay, that's search-based. So, yeah, Hornet. Definitely do popular stuff. That seems to work when it's trending, right? But yeah, this episode stuff, it doesn't matter. It's extra stuff that you're making us look at that we have to you're distracting from the point of this. Now, just so you know, this is like a repetitive format that I think YouTube would definitely not monetize. Just so you know. Just because it's the same thing over and over, you could knock out like 20 in a day. YouTube doesn't want that kind of stuff. Let me just check something real quick. Dude, does my vid need improvement is what you're asking, but okay, I'm assuming none of these people are you, so I'm not going to review you, okay? That's how this works. I don't review this kind of stuff. Not me. There are other gurus out there that might help you, but this is what I call coattail creating. It means that other people have to create stuff before you can, and that's not what we do here. I try to teach real creators. You know, people that take what's in their mind and make it a reality. And that's nothing against you. Other people do all different types of things on YouTube. That's just not what we do here.
Don't negotiate with sickness or pain. Christ is in you. Whoever has the Son has life.
This is, I mean, I don't usually, this, to me, it's not really, I'm not focused on religion stuff here. I have a rule about religion. I'll just explain it real quick, just so everybody knows. I'm not, ethically, I don't help religious channels because the way that we market the things that I teach, it's a form of manipulation. You work on psychology and you learn how to hook people to get their attention, and you do these little tricks, and that's how entertainment works. But when it comes to something like religion, and some people believe a ton of different things, when you harness that on faith, I think it's unethical. This isn't that, though, okay? All you did was say Christ, so it's not that big of a deal. I really like the art style, man. This is really, really cool. Do you do all this stuff? Or, what's Avex? I'm curious. Okay. Yeah, this is, I mean, I hope you're doing this by hand. This is really, really cool. And way cooler than the stuff you were doing before. And then, yeah, because, like, all this other Bible stuff is so boring. But, I really love the animation stuff. So, just keep it up. Keep creating. From there, that's as much as I'm willing to give you. Bow. 30. Hold on. What's going on? Not the T. 30 for 30, no T. What are you guys talking about? What is happening? Sorry, I'm looking at these comments. I'm curious. What does this mean? I need to go throw some tea in the pond. Mr. Rant, do it early. It's 1 a.m. I'll do it when you learn my name. No, I won't. Okay. I don't know what they're talking about. Alright, I don't know what the 30 for 30 thing is. Alright, number 30, oddly enough. Just some stuff between Will and Derek. Alright. Oh, you know what? I know what they're talking about now. Yeah.
If you're anything like me, you've often wondered, how do they get those cool...
One sec, my phone's ringing. Or it's about to ring. Or it's not. I just saw the blink in my glasses. Feedback. I never thought about I never expected this outcome. I also have to say you've definitely got a fan for life now. Oh, because I refunded them. Okay, cool. I guess that's a better outcome. All right, sorry. Let me go back to this.
If you're anything like me, you've often wondered, how do they get those cool shots on the Hot Wheels track from the car's point of view? The typical answer is using the GoPro Hero Session, mounted on the GoPro Zoom-In Hot Wheels car. The problem is, the GoPro Hero Session maxes out at 4K 30 frames per second with a little bit of stabilization, and it's only available refurbished or used.
I'm gonna give you a Russell Brunson lesson here. This is technobabble, okay? So when you're pitching something, I don't know if this is an affiliate thing that you're doing or what, but all the things that you're saying, I don't care about as an average viewer. I want to know how to do the car thing that you're talking about. And when you start saying frames per second and this and that, if you're not like this high-tech camera channel that people only go to you for like expert specialty stuff, which is called micro niching, like it's a smaller niche, then like don't mention it because nobody cares, right? So let me see what you do here. Okay, yeah. So you're not a tech channel anyway, but the way you started is also probably the wrong way to hook, because you say if you're anything like me, you've probably wondered or something. Let me do this again.
If you're anything like me, you've often wondered, how do they get those cool shots on the Hot Wheels track from the...
Okay, so if you're anything like me, you've often wondered, cut that shit out. Just get rid of it. How do they get these shots? Like, start that. How do they do this? How do they get these shots?
car's point of view.
Because now I get it. I know immediately what this is about. Like, if you say if you're anything like me, it's not a hook.
Typical answer is using the GoPro Hero Session, mounted on the GoPro Zoom.
If you started with, these shots are actually super easy to get, then that's a hell of a hook, because now I think I can do it.
Point of view. The typical answer is using the GoPro Hero Session, mounted on the GoPro Zoom-In Hot Wheels car. The problem is, the GoPro Hero Session maxes out at 4K 30 frames per second.
Okay, so you started with, here's how to do it. And then you say, well, here's the problem. And now I feel like it's not exactly what I'm watching for. I just wanted to know how to do it. Like, if I'm going to learn how to do it, show me how you attach it to the car. Show me how the car, like, has the space in it for the camera. Like, give me the details of that. And then, yeah. And you might be getting to it, but just, like, when you start talking about the techno stuff, you lose me. And I'm giving this guy extra time, by the way, because he's a real creator. And I'll just go ahead and throw that up there. Like, when I say that, I mean, he puts his face out there. He's building a brand, right? That's, like, something that it's difficult when people are doing Minecraft channels and stuff like that. If you can take their footage and put it on somebody else's channel, then that's a problem. And nobody noticed, that's a problem. It means you haven't built a brand yet. For instance, Bitter is a Minecraft creator, and his style of content and his personality and his voice, that has built the Bitter brand. When I showed up to Bitter's channel when I first found him, he didn't quite have that yet, and I'm not going to say that I helped him do it, because, like, he came into his own after joining the community, and yeah, he's very, very good. Give me a sec, I gotta talk to Milo here. 1 minute.
I don't know, there's text, visual, and audio, and once you learn what those are for, hookbomb.com is where to go.
This channel did what I said and got 650,000 views. Then they did it again and got 7 million views. This is exactly what he did.
There's one game on Roblox you should never play.
That one turned into 670,000 now.
There's one color you should never see.
And then the one that got 7 million views, I think he used this one.
I just found a dark secret in this Roblox game, and
I just found a crazy secret in this yin and yang illusion.
They actually got more views than the hook from Hookbomb that inspired it. By the way, these examples are coming from hookbomb.com. It's a tool I made that you can search for all different types of hooks in different niches. You can do faceless. Hookbomb.com if you want it. It's not a subscription.
It's not a subscription!
Recently, somebody got 8 million views with a 1 million view example. It was Roblox too. Hookbomb.com if you want it. It's not a subscription. Let's do another example. Number 3. Perception versus reality. I hope that's what it says. Got it. Okay, sorry. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, from a long form video that I made, I might reshoot this video. I always recommend this because when you make something for the shorts feed, then people watch it. And when you cut it out of long form, then you don't have the hook specifically made for the short, right? You don't, it's just, it doesn't hit, it's not as powerful. So yeah.
AI Action 2, you can record up to 4K 120 frames per second with great stabilization. Now before we get started, here's a stretch out the sides, just
Yeah, this is the good shit.
a little bit. We have to make a tiny bit more items that you're
This is a long form video. Now that I see all this stuff, yeah, I get you. So yeah, that would be the best thing. Now that you've heard everything I said, like, make the short specifically for the shorts feed. Yeah. But honestly, dude, like, your shorts are specific. People watch this stuff. Here, let me see what the most popular one is real quick. 43,000 Minecraft Hot Wheels track. Yeah, your Hot Wheels track shorts are like what get the attention. Your long forms get behind the scenes. You could do that. There's this guy named Kevin Perry. Is that right? Kevin Perry? Yeah, Kevin Perry. Model this guy, okay? Do everything that he does but your version. He does magic tricks on his shorts. They're very, very cool. And then his videos go behind the scenes of how he makes them. There you go. That's your brand. I really like it. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and move. Oh my god, every time I try to use my mouse... Hold on, I got to move this shit around. Give me a sec. No, there. And slight son of a bitch. Come on. Now you know my monitor layout here. Okay. All right. What was it on? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, Kevin Perry. Here. This is Kevin Perry. His shorts are him doing magic tricks, and his videos are him doing behind the scenes. And so you could just mimic that. Mimicry. Alright, number 16. Man, so many people said Screen before Will did. Or Derek. Derek beat him. Alright, let's see where you're at, dude.
Drawing whatever the comments say.
It got my attention.
So today I drew John Cena, as you can see, and if you want me to continue, comment down below what should I draw next.
Drawing.
Okay. Alright, yeah, sometimes the jokes are a bit of a miss. Especially since I see these guys drawn on the screen and I think, okay, is that John Cena? But you showed a blank screen, I get it, but there was also drawing, so. Okay. Anyway, I'm gonna move on because that was just the first thing. Swipe rate, how can I improve this format? Drawing, I mean, you could probably show you drawing it. That would probably help. Like right now, you pitched a video where you didn't do the only thing that your channel does. Like, I don't know what to tell you, dude. Alright. I'm gonna move on then. I like the song, but yeah. I don't exactly know without more proof if it's gonna work out. There's no short. Paste one YouTube short URL here, not channel link. It says really big, and yet this person pasted their channel link. Okay, moving on. Number 24. This one's called Sky.
So if you're watching this video, I'm dead.
Rest in peace, bro. We will remember you.
What? No, you're joking. It can't be.
He didn't die, right?
Yeah, tragic car crash.
Recently, I opened my comment section, which was a big mistake, because according to you guys, I died in a car accident on my way to McDonald's. One guy said my real name is Joshua Braxton. Who even is that? That sounds like someone who...
Okay, the question here is confusing me. One sec. Oh, it's unclean. There's it. How to revive the 6 million subs dead YouTube channel. First, I hope you didn't buy it because you got scammed. Way scammed. Oh my god. Oh my god. No. I can't. You can't. That's the end of it. This channel is dead to YouTube forever. Holy shit. If it's all this like AI, I mean, I'll click on one.
Top 3. Have you watched this video before?
God, why have they not fixed that shit yet?
Have you heard this song?
Okay, so it's just like, here's an anime guy that steals popular clips and he puts the anime thing in there just to try to make it transformative. Yeah, so this is like...
I know how you kids like 'em sloppy.
Nothing against you, dude, obviously, because it wasn't you. You probably bought the channel. But, yeah, there's no saving this bullshit. Your meme teacher. Your meme stealer. Never buy channels, people. Don't ever do it. It's not gonna work.
If I lose, I shave my head.
Let's check it real quick. Looks like it's just speed clips. Don't do clip channels here. Sorry. Moving on. Sorry, dude. Other gurus do clip channels, I think. I mean, I know some people pay for them, and so like I just don't go into it because like I don't like it. Like I just don't know how to tell you to take better clips. I don't know. Kind of more focused on people making their own content, you know? Have you tried showing the result at the beginning? Like, here's what you'll get, and then watch me as I do it? Because that's how a tutorial works. Origami Stingray. Like, I don't even know if this is going to be worth watching. Okay. You know, the subscribe thing was almost a little distracting. I don't know how to explain it, but it felt bad because I didn't know what part to look at. I wanted to watch this, but now I felt like I missed something up here. Like and subscribe for weekly. That's not really how the shorts feed works. Comment what you want to see next is totally fine. Right? Leave out the like and subscribe thing. All right? They'll do it anyway. Like make it their choice. But yeah, show the finished version first and then leave out like and subscribe. The comment at the end is fine. I find it fine. Try yellow and black. Yellow background, black text. Okay? That'll pop out from the blue. And it'll also match your profile picture.
This man just got kidnapped, and now he is stranded.
Man, I don't know how you get drawn every time. It's crazy.
This man just got kidnapped, and now he is stranded in the middle of the ocean, but this thing will save him. You try to float and swim, but that will burn.
So far, you kept it in the same place, which is exactly what I said. But you're not giving me enough time to register what I just saw. This is, less than a second? Less than a second before the scene change, okay? So, like, maybe just leave it on for one more second.
This man just got kidnapped, and now he is stranded in the middle of the ocean, but this thing will save him. You try to float and swim, but that will burn all your energy fast.
You got me. I'm curious, what is this thing? Yeah, very good.
And you will be a Titanic. Instead, take off your pants or trousers, then tie the two leg ends together in a
oh, it's the pants. Okay.
Tight knot, and zip up the front. Next, hold the open waist behind your head. Swing the pants hard over your head and smack them down in.
Yeah, my other, like, as an animator, your camera pisses me off. It's like fucking keep it still a little bit. Damn, I feel like
leg
I'm
ends
getting...
together in a fast, and you will be a Titanic. Instead, take off your pants or trousers, then tie the 2 leg ends together in a tight knot, and zip up the front. Next, hold the open
Like, why did it back up? I just don't understand.
a tight knot, and zip up the front. Next, hold the open
It zooms in, then it zooms
waist
back
behind
up.
your head. Swing the
Zooms back
pants
in.
hard over your head
It's moving way too much.
and smack them down into the water. This traps a large air bubble inside the wet cloth. Put your arms over
Why did it go behind him? Like, these are just the annoying things I'm pointing
the
out.
tied legs and lean back. Now you have an emergency float to hold your body weight, but that's not
Yeah, keep the camera still, but honestly, dude, that's it. Like, that's really the big issue. I like the setup, but this part right here probably just didn't even need to happen.
This man just got kidnapped, and now he is stranded in the middle of the ocean, but this thing will save him.
Like, you could... This guy just fell in the ocean, but this thing will save him. Like, that's a much quicker hook. This guy's stranded in the middle of the ocean or whatever. Dude, you know what would be the better engagement bait here? Is this guy accidentally fell into the ocean, but this will save him. And you're saying something that they clearly saw something different when they saw him being tossed, right? Like, I think that people will be like, that wasn't an accident. You're going to get a lot of those comments. So definitely try that. And you don't, like, take the same template, right? This guy accidentally got in this situation, but visually show that it wasn't an accident. So yeah, next time. This is very good though. Okie dokie. Number 54. Chase Boogie.
Nintendo ended up creating the PlayStation. Here's how. Sony wanted to break into the video game.
What do you want me to look at on this screen? What am I supposed to be looking at? It's got to be one thing.
Nintendo ended up creating the PlayStation. Here's how. Sony wanted to break into the video game industry. So in 1991, they partnered up with Nintendo to create the PlayStation, which was supposed to be an add-on for the Super Nintendo. The add-on was originally supposed to allow...
Okay, this right here, which one you want me to look at? There's so much text on the screen. Every screen, the follow, the subscribe, the subtitles, the text on the character shirt, it's like too much, way too much. Even like if I were doing this, I'd even get picky about showing the time bar at the top of the game, because I know that the viewer can only look at one thing, and so make only one thing available.
Which was supposed.
And so in this situation, you've got a picture, you've got a character, you've got words, you've got a background with some other elements on it. And so if you want them to look at the one thing, blur the background, and then like make the one thing stand out.
Supposed to allow the system to use both CDs and cartridges, which would have also allowed the Super
Yeah, your character's like getting in the way of this stuff too. It's kind of annoying.
Nintendo to get a boost in processing power and storage.
Like, I want to see it, but you're there. Like, get out of the way.
However, since Sony was going to take most of the profit, Nintendo ended up partnering with
I love the commercial. That is really, really cool.
Philips last second instead, pretty much leaving Sony in the dust. To retaliate, Sony would end up creating what is now known as the Sony PlayStation.
I like the way you did it vertically to show the PlayStation.
Which would not only be a massive...
Another situation here. You got Chase Boogie, you got Be a Massive Hit, you got available from September. Like, this takes practice to know that this is what turns people away.
Hit. It would also be the birthplace of some major franchises and even some games that were primarily on Nintendo consoles switched over to PlayStation.
Yeah. Okay. I think I gave you a crap load of tips on what you need to improve. The hooks of the storytelling, it's the last of your worries at this point.
Nintendo ended up creating the PlayStation.
It's a solid hook. It's interesting, right? Most people don't know that Nintendo made PlayStation or something along those lines. Could be an alternative hook. But yeah, your issue's all visual, it seems. And then the topic has probably been done already, just so you know. You're probably falling into a conflict radius. Don't know where you got the idea, but if you got it from AI got it from a different creator that already did it, okay? So just know that. If I search Nintendo created the PlayStation, the betrayal that created PlayStation, 2.5 million views. How Nintendo accidentally created PlayStation, 110,000 views. 107,000. 107,000. These were all, like, these probably all did something a little bit different before. Oh no, these are too old for the conflict radius. So, before, what was it, January 29th or something like that. Like, YouTube has a conflict radius now, so you can't just do the same topic as somebody else and get the same amount of views. I have a video about it. For those that, like, are like, what the hell is he talking about? It is this one. The algorithm update could make you go viral today. Yeah, that's the one to check out to understand that you need original ideas. Oh, I spilled my Pepsi. Oh no. All the good stats, still YouTube not pushing me. It's not pulling you.
What is the weirdest invention of Apple? What is the weirdest invention of Apple? It's a pizza box. You didn't see that coming, did you? Normal pizza boxes trap steam, and that steam...
Yeah, why would I stick around? You told me what it was, right?
Steam makes the crust soggy, but Apple...
I guess the reason that I'm saying that is because you asked a question and then you answered it. Instead, did you know that Apple invented a pizza box? Here's why. Now you have a hook that you don't give away until the end. But you said, what's the weirdest thing? Here's the answer. You can stick around for other details, but I know you won't because that's not how the shorts feed works.
Weirdest invention of Apple. It's a pizza box. You didn't see that coming.
Also, it's like an opinion type thing. And so you're not really like giving info. I mean you are, but it's like not as interesting as you could make it.
Normal pizza boxes trap steam, and that steam makes the crust soggy. But Apple being Apple, they didn't just deal with it, they engineered a solution. So they designed their own pizza box with
I feel like AI wrote this.
ventilation holes in the lid. The holes let the steam escape, so the crust stays crisp. And what's funny about the patent is, you can't actually go out and buy one anywhere. It's only for the employees at the campus. For more optimistic science and tech, subscribe. What is the weirdest...
Okay, I think I gave you a good bit there. You say all good stats, but that doesn't mean anything, okay? Sorry. One second. Yeah, I don't know why that's true. I don't know why it does that. That is fucking annoying. Like, I'll be waiting on H3 to play or whatever, and you have to like remember to refresh. It's so dumb. I hate that. Why does everybody ask zero sugar? Yeah, it's Pepsi Zero. Why is that? Like, why does everybody ask that? It's like, it's always asked in a stream. It's not just you, Derek. Anyway, so let's move on to number 41. Sever, get out!
And I need you.
Ooh, this is good. I like this because I have no idea where it's going, but I want to know why you combined these. This is really interesting. You care about my... It's like, there's no sugar in it.
And I need you. And I miss you.
Oh, I thought... Okay, yeah, alright. You led me to believe that something was going to happen during when the chorus kicked in, and then you stopped, okay? So hopefully you watching me get disappointed in what happened makes you understand why your retention probably lasted up until you cut it off. Because it did. That's probably the big drop point is 7 or 6, no? 5, right there. That's when people drop off because it's really interesting. Why did this short get stuck right before 30K views. That's why, right? You got 50%, 60% watch through probably. Well, actually, maybe it's like 7% because, or 70 to 80 because I wanted to know if the song came back, but it didn't. Really difficult to know that people are going to react that way because like only you watch it, right? And so nobody's ever super honest. Like if you show it to your mom or something, she'll be like, "Oh, yeah, it's good." She's not going to give you a detailed like this is where it got fucking boring or this is where it sucks, right? I hope this helps because that is like where I felt like, "Oh, well, what the hell?" I don't know where else you can get that. I wish every coach was like that, where they'd just be like, yeah, this is why. Or this is the exact spot.
It's impossible to reach outer end islands without...
This little pop-up here, when it happened, it made me... This right here, I don't have context of what that is, just so you know. As somebody that doesn't play Minecraft, it looks like flowers from the top...
islands without killing the Ender Dragon in a reasonable amount of time. Well, you can. You know when you turn on hitboxes, there is a small white dot on the Ender.
This right here is now suddenly interesting, but the story hook into it is almost like I didn't know what value I was gonna get out of it. Let me start it over so I can get. Hold on, I want to give this one a good moment.
It's impossible to reach outer end islands without killing the...
Okay, first, I don't know where to look, so I'm just going to show you what my impulse was here, or what my instinct was. Okay, I'm looking at the guy, and you say, it's impossible. It zooms out, and I'm like, okay, what is he showing me? Okay, oh, it switched. Okay, I'm going to look at this guy now. And now that's in the way. And so you showed, like, so many different things. Like, be intentional with where the viewer is supposed to look. And if you just flash stuff constantly, they're gonna be like, I don't know.
Without killing the Ender Dragon in a reasonable amount of time. Well, you can.
So what's the problem?
It's impossible to reach outer end islands.
So if you show outer end islands up top, and then you got a character on the bottom, and you say it's impossible to reach this spot without blah blah blah, then you can kick in it with the other guy. Like, actually, it is, you know, Vsauce style. But because of all the shit you showed, it was like, I don't know what this guy's getting at.
Without killing the Ender Dragon in a reasonable amount of time. Well, you can. You know when you turn on hitboxes, there is a small white dot on the Ender Dragon. Well, Shredder, you discovered that if you have slow falling on, then go on top of a fountain using water, and while looking exactly at the dot, eat a spider eye, you will go flying to the outer island.
I have no idea what the hell I'm looking at. But just so you know, visually, that's like you're creating a lot of friction. This could be millions of views if you just like simplify exactly what you're showing. And then also simplify the pitch of what you're offering. So I want to learn about this interesting hitbox thing that you've got. What does it do? What does this thing that you're teaching, like, what does it give me? Did you know that you could do this thing? Well, when you look at the hitbox, there's this tiny little blah, blah, blah. That's 3 seconds of a hell of a hook, because a lot of people don't know about that blah, blah, blah. And so that's all you had to say. And now I know exactly what I'm going to get by the end. And so you simplify those two things, and you'll have a 1 million view video. What is this, 30K, probably? 29? Okay. You have a good, it's got good bones. You just gotta figure out the way to pitch it. Philly! Hell yeah. It's one of the John's playlists.
Can I run 3 miles inside a pool?
Alright. Run 3 miles inside a pool. I would probably pop this up after this. Not show them at the same time. Because when we start, I don't know where to look, okay?
Can I run 3 miles inside a pool even though I can't swim? On mile 1, I was just walking lap.
1 sec, I was confused on where to look. Is this in your caption area? Because, like, you want this in your eye line. Got that? You got that? Yeah, it's in the caption area, which is fine, but when I do stuff like this, I always put it in the eye line. It's not the same. And then I think your captions are under it.
Can I run
Yeah, so your captions might get in the way of the subscribe and stuff like that. What is it? Oops. Okay, well, if the title is two lines high, then the captions will get in the way. Maybe. But, yeah, whatever.
3 miles inside a pool, even though I can't swim. On mile 1, I was just walking laps, and I was feeling unstoppable. Even though my leg was starting to get sore, somehow, mile 1 complete. But once mile 2 started, I started wobbling and limping, and I almost drowned. But luckily, mile 2 complete. By mile 3, I wasn't walking anymore. I was just dragging myself.
I forgot what you're doing. It seems like you're walking in a pool. Is that it?
3 miles inside a pool, even though I can't swim. On mile 1, I was just walking laps, and I was feeling unstoppable. Even though my leg was starting to get sore,
I see. You know what? It's because you're going back and forth. It feels, I don't know, it doesn't feel like a lap.
Somehow, mile 1 complete. But once mile 2 started, I started wobbling and limping, and I almost...
Yeah, I like the impulse of building it up animation-wise, but it needs to, like, have a number counter instead. To give me a reference point of how you're moving, like how far you're going inside the pool. But just so you know, like all the, aside from everything else I said, I really think it's the idea that's failing the most. Because, like, I really don't... You understand how to build stakes, but this one is just, like, not very interesting. Can I run 3 miles in a pool? Okay. Like, I appreciate the fact that you're doing original stuff. I just, when I think about it, I'm like, I don't even think Eric could do this well, right? Or Mark Rober or whoever does this kind of stuff. I just, it's just not like this... It's just, yeah, it's just a back... It's just a... It's just a... How many times am I going to say that? Yeah, I just think it's the idea that's holding you back here. Run 3 miles in an airport. What's with the 3 mile thing? I ran 3 miles. Why did you do it? I'm wondering, like, where's the 3 miles thing coming from? Because usually that is, I had one that went viral, and now I'm trying that format multiple times. But you only did it 3 times, and this one got 30K. So is 30K high for you? No, this got 30K, that got 30K. I just wondered why you honed in on the 30 mile thing, or the 3 mile thing. Because somebody said it in there, yeah. Oh, by the way, I saw that one. Really edgy. I might private that one, just so you know. Okay, number 47. It's one thing to, like, say it, but, I mean, like, your face is on your channel. So, just remember that.
Let's see what happened. Let's see.
Okay, first, let's see what... You gotta give me some context here. I don't know what it is. In this video, I use an AI voice, but most of the videos I try to use a real one, even though I think the AI sounds better. Well, I mean, that's probably... personal preference.
Let's see what happened.
I clicked the wrong one.
Abraham's first robbery. Well,
sorry, I'm looking for one that doesn't have an AI voice.
¿Se acuerdan cuando Abraham humilló a
Okay, so if that's your real voice, you need to, like, get over this shit, because it sounds fine.
¿Se acuerdan cuando Abraham humilló a Nando? Nando realmente...
Yeah, there's something better about it, actually. Like, I finally feel like there's somebody to connect to. I mean, if you'd show yourself. But, yeah.
Let's see what happened. Let's see.
And I know that that's not...
Abraham lost $1,000.
Oh, it's not even you. Never mind. Okay, anyway, this being a totally different language, I don't know what other advice to give. I don't do non-English channels anyway. I try, but it always ends up being really bad, so I'm sorry. There's not much else I can do there. You can stick around and see what I say to similar channels if they're in English. That's usually what I tell people is I'm like, look, the advice that I'm giving anybody can apply to you. Okay, so I'm assuming it's just not your content. Okay, moving on. Boom, boom, boom. Not my stream. Not this stream.
Why don't Viltrumites just breed with each other to survive? Like, bro, you're telling me they flew their asses all the way down to Earth just to reproduce? At the end of Invincible...
2 out of my last 4 shorts have gotten 0 push. I'm curious if there's something I'm doing wrong. 2 out of the last 4, but these got 30K. So, oh, these 2, yeah. I don't know, man. I mean, like, there's a demand that needs to be there. And I told you last time, like, this stuff is so repetitive over and over and over that, like, you need to try different formats, different ways to share your opinions and stuff like that. Like, all these formats are just the same stuff, right?
This VTuber's career was destroyed. This VTuber's... Romance animes to watch if you're a loser. You get to watch a...
I don't know how I would go about this. Like, right now you're thinking, okay, well, how do I give my opinions about these cartoons or whatever, these animes? And I would be looking into my competition. I'd be seeing, like, what do they show? How do they show it? Because right now all you're doing is just showing clips with subtitles in your voice. And if that's not resonating, then you have to try other things. And there's like only so much you can do with that before YouTube's like, this is just the same shit over and over and over again. And that's just how it is. And you've only been doing it for, yeah, I mean, there's not a whole lot here anyway. Like, YouTube is still trying to figure out your audience, probably. If you haven't gotten anything over 30K, it's still trying. But, okay, yeah, 27K is your highest. Dude, this is a demand issue more than anything. Like, people just aren't watching because they're not interested, I'm thinking. So, yeah, experiment. When people aren't interested in the stuff that I do, I find stuff that they're interested in, stuff that I can share, value, that sort of thing. Right now, you're pitching your opinions as, like, in a point that's not connecting with people. It's not that they're wrong. It's not that your insights are dumb or anything. It's just that the people that want to listen to this, the way you're pitching it, they're not interested. If you were a live streamer on Twitch or whatever, and you were doing these anime reviews or I don't know, whatever, like, maybe that's a different way to go about it. But like, maybe they'd be like, oh yeah, I'd like to listen to this guy. Have you tried long forms? I just want to check something real quick.
These characters didn't just switch up. They were never on our side to begin.
Characters with the most ungodly switch-ups. I don't know what switch-ups means in this context, but the curse of being the main character. Netflix versus anime. 5 characters I want a box. That's about you. Biggest fall-offs that hurt the most. Yeah, so these are formats that I've seen work. It's just the way that you're doing them. Like, people aren't interested. So it's just about getting better. So experiment. That's all I get to say. And I always just tell people, like, if you want to look for things that people are interested in, go to Reddit and look at that ask thing. And here, I'll show you what I'm talking about, just so you know. Just so everybody knows. Do I have a Reddit thing here? There's this ask button up here. And so we'll do... What's the latest one? And I'll tell you. Viltrumite? Wait, this is anime. This is VTuber. Invincible. Okay, we'll do that. What are the most common theories about the animated show Invincible this week of May 2026? I try to be more specific. That way it limits it. Okay, it's looking in all of those specific subreddits. Nolan rises to Viltrumite power. Emperor Nolan is 100%. Yeah, like season. Yeah, these are all probably good topics to, like, get your ideas from, because people are already talking about them. They already appeal. And so when you start these, you got to make sure that these hooks are, like, really killing. So this VTuber's career was destroyed. People stick around because they want to know how.
Why don't Viltrumites just breed with each other to
This is just opinion sharing. So, like, people can share their opinions and wrap up popular hooks inside them. It happens all the time. So, there's a lot of stuff that you can try, man. I always try to think, like, what would I do? But I would never do this format.
Is Michael Jackson the king of pop? I mean, he is. He actually is. Like, there's no other answer. He just is. Thank you. Is Michael Jackson...
I feel so disappointed. Some people know why. Others don't. For those that... I don't know. I guess you had to be here to know what I'm disappointed about. Let me bring it up. I'm already giggling.
I didn't expect that. Is TikTok better than YouTube? I prefer YouTube because there's long form and short form. But Decision Maker thinks no.
Oh, damn it. How far do I gotta go back to see it?
You won't believe what this landed on. Will Brainrot take over YouTube? Let's see. I think it's already had, but let's see what Decision Maker thinks. It landed on...
Oh my god.
Subscribe if you want.
Damn, I can't find it anymore. Yeah, that's a bummer. It's not that you have to do Oogly Boogly, but I do miss it. Anyway, you're still doing the same format. I don't know if there's anything I can help you with. For those that don't know, there was a moment that we came across this guy's channel, and in the middle he's like, subscribe right now or Oogly Boogly will be on your bed when you wake up. And I fucking lost it for like 10 minutes straight. And it was so good that we added an Oogly Boogly emoji to the Discord. And the Oogly Boogly emoji is this one right here. This, like, I don't know what it is. It looks like a fly but cursed. And so yeah, it's worth it to go through that guy's channel and see it. I lost it. I just don't know. I don't know. You know what? I'm gonna find it. I have to. I'm opening them all.
You won't believe the answer. Will GTA 6 come out this year? Please. It has to be the best game if it's coming out this year. Please. Yeah. You won't believe what this landed on. Legend guy. You won't Let's see what Decision Maker thinks. Oogly Boogly.
Yeah!
You won't believe the answer. Do 3 AM thoughts hit different? They really do. Let's see what Decision Maker thinks. Subscribe right now, otherwise Oogly Boogly will be on your pillow. Yes, they do. You won't believe the answer.
Dude, I can't not laugh at that. The way you deliver it every time, you even like fit the word otherwise in there like so fast. Subscribe right now or otherwise.
Do. Let's see what Decision Maker thinks. Subscribe right now, otherwise Oogly Boogly will be on your pillow.
So stupid. Okay, anyway. When this person submitted, they said, I don't have anything to say but Oogly Boogly. That was their form. So I guess it's good to have you. It's good to see you, man. All right. Number 67. How to escape 30K view jail. Farrah Bear, am I not too late to submit? Aren't you like in the don't you know how this works? Aren't you in the community?
Oh,
pretty sure I've seen this. So it says try not to laugh at other people's content, I'm guessing. Goodness, that's a lot of stolen content. Yeah, so I don't help channels like this, dude. I'm just not doing it. All right. So let's roll to VIPs, and then we'll get back to normal people, non-VIPs. Okay, so for those that are unsure what I'm talking about, inside the Discord, there is a VIP section. You'll see it. It says unlock VIP access. And because we've had a little bit of update, I got something to say. So the VIPs now are getting something special on Wednesdays. I'm doing channel audits. Instead of just shorts audits, we're doing channel audits. And so they'll submit, and I'll break down their channels just like I would in coaching, just like a little bit of a shorter time, so everybody gets a little bit of a chance. And so that is one bonus of several. We've implemented something called JohnBot, where I've taken all the thousands of hours of live streams and all of my videos and everything, and I put it into a robot, and it doesn't know anything else but the things that I've said. So people have been asking questions, trying to stump it, and it's giving all the advice that I would give. So if you've ever wanted to ask me something about your content, JohnBot is there. And for you existing VIPs, all you got to do is go into any of the VIP chats and type !JohnBot, and then JohnBot will DM you, and it'll pop up over here like that, and then you'll click Talk to JohnBot, and then it'll bring you to JohnBot. Right here, and you'll put in your email or whatever. And so I've been talking to it, trying to stump it, you know, but I can't. It's me, right? There's nothing else there. It's all of my brain. That's it. Which is why I love it so much. And so VIPs get access to JohnBot. That's like the only way you can get to JohnBot is through VIP, and you get guaranteed live stream reviews. Obviously, we got 9 today that we'll get through, and then Saturdays we do Q&A. And so right now, because I have more to give you guys, and I'll talk to you about it on Wednesday. There's several more things, especially for the live stream VIPs. You're gonna get something super special. But yeah, you'll find out about that Wednesday. And the reason I'm harping on this so much is because right now it's at a certain price. And next week, it goes up $20 more per month. So everybody that is at your price right now, the $30 a month VIPs, you're going to stay there forever, okay? But, you know, next week, it's different. So jump in now before we release this suite of tools that you can have. Okay, so VIPs, we got CS2 Cook. And VIPs, I will see you tomorrow, or no, Wednesday at 1 p.m. for your channel audits. And I'll give you a form tonight to fill out. By the way, if you jump in VIP right now, you have to wait till after the stream before you hop in, because I have to manually put you in there. Dude, that was some good tension. All right, you did it correctly. All the like shots lining up and everything. I don't know. I think after the second one, I'm like, it's kind of the same shit over and over. So really, it's just the way that you deliver it. I would look at other CS2 channels, see what they're doing, like see what they're showing, what the ones that get millions of views are showing. Okay, because the hooks help. The hooks do help when you understand them, and then the formats of your niche work really well too. Clone them formats. Is the timing of the reality versus expectation good? The timing overall. Overall, what I think I look like lasts too long, in my opinion. Oh, actually, no, that's not the case. What I don't like about it is you're doing an edit video on top of like a versus video. And so the lineup with the shots and everything, I'm confused of like what to pay attention to. I think that that's me. Like, that's just why I'm like, oh my god, there's too much going on, and I'm still trying to read this thing. So, whatever that tells you. On Wednesday, when I do these channel audits, I'll show you what I would look for. We'll jump to your competitors. Like, get in the form for you VIPs on Wednesday. There will be like a list of other channels that you were like, hey, well, this works for them. Make sure to put those in there, because I'll show you exactly why, and that seems to help out the most people. Okay. Is VIP for multiple channels, or would I need to get it for my other channel as well? Multiple channels. Now, just jump in there, and if you have a question about one of your other channels, I'll answer it. It's like it's called Real Creators because it's about you. It's not per channel. Cat Mom Chronicles has like another channel that she was asking questions about. Speaking of which, here she is. Which is like way different than her channel, and I usually never have good advice for it.
To what things running around the chair opens the door?
Okay. Eyeline is the problem. Why am I looking so far up? Get better at shooting your footage, or put it like where it needs to be.
To what things?
That's perfect, actually.
Running around the chair opens the door.
Okay. That's actually a good shot. But now it's like way high.
He has done this for months.
Like when you shoot it, try to like keep him in the middle of it the entire time, if that helps. Okay, now it's too long. All right, so let's back it up.
Things running around the chair opens the door. He has done this for months. So we moved the chair.
All right, so you're telling a story, but you're like also trying to make an entertainment video, like that's probably, you know what? I think you need to hear this, okay? You try to make montage videos, but you also try to make storytelling videos the same thing. And they're not the same thing. A storytelling video is Thor always runs around, or Thor thinks running around the chair opens the door, so I moved the chair. That's your hook. That's it. So in your head, you're thinking, well, that's like way too short. Yes, that's the point. It needs to be short because that's what a storytelling video does. You need to like cut out all the fluff and all of the music playing and everything. Like once you show it once, we get it. Move on.
What things running around the chair opens the door?
So I moved it, and now people want to. Then you can build up tension. Then you're like, okay, so I moved it, and let's see how he handles it. All right. Now you have them for 10 more seconds, and you can build that up. But until then, like, yeah.
He has done this for months. So
yeah, none of that needs to be there.
We moved the chair.
It's cute, but it's just like it has nothing to do with the story, you know? Sorry. So just, you need to make a decision if this is what you want to do and you just want to make cute stuff, or if you want to be a storyteller, right? Because this is a prime example of what you're doing wrong if you want to keep people watching because of the stories about your cats. The cats are cute. The cats are great. They're perfect characters, but until you learn that you need to cut all the fluff, nobody's going to watch them.
To what?
I don't even get what happened after that.
Move the chair.
Yeah, okay. So, Thor always, what was the hook again? One more
To
time.
what things running around?
Thor thinks running around the chair opens the door. So I decided to move it. Or so one day I decided to move it. And then you, dun dun, dun dun. Thor's looking around. And then he's like, where's the chair? Dun dun. And you're like holding the door. And he's like, whoa, oh my God, oh my God. Like that's the kind of stuff. And then you show the ending. Like that's how you build a story. Okay, moving on. Level up. I tried to have even more storytelling in this one. How can I improve it?
You took over a shop for someone who didn't make it out. Nobody told you why. And for a while, everything was fine. Good location, good prices, bills getting paid. Then something showed up in a shipment. Now there's a presence in the shop. Something breathing where nothing should be breathing, watching from the corners that should be empty, and you still have to open tomorrow because the debt collectors doesn't care what move. You took over a shop for someone who didn't make it out. Nobody told you why, and for a while, everything.
You're like, okay, so you are telling a story. You're telling a long form story though, right? Like you have one sentence to set up, or you have the one, like you have two sentences to hook, right? Your first one is allowed to be a setup sentence. It's better if it's a hook sentence, right? But you've got a setup sentence. You took over this thing. Your next one has to be, but here's the problem. Instead, you went with, no one told you why. Here's more setup. Here's more setup. Here's more setup. But
be breathing, watching up some shipment. Now,
yeah, but there's this thing in the shipment, or however you said it. That needs to be your second sentence. People need to know what the stakes are, and yeah, that's it. That's all I got to say about that one. That's a good way to put it, actually. I'm excited to add this transcript that I just said to JohnBot because now JohnBot knows the two sentence thing that I just made up. I made it up, but it's true. It's how I write all of my stuff. You have two sentences to hook. The first one can immediately be the hook, or it can be a setup, but the second one absolutely has to be a hook. Ba-ba-bow. Cat Mom, you're not cooked again. You're just trying different things. This is how we learn. We don't like victims here.
What if William Afton actually isn't Springtrap?
I mean, we're not victims here. It's not that we don't like... Yeah, so that's what I meant. We're not victims here.
What if William Afton actually isn't Springtrap? Think about it. Michael says, they thought I was you. What if he meant more than just the fun times confusing him? Even after Sister Location, when Michael is literally a walking corpse, the animatronics attack him like he is William. If this was true, the FNAF lore would make a dark turn. So imagine...
There's something about this one that's easier to watch. What is it? Do you think if I improve this format, it should be good? It's the same... What do you mean the format? It's the same... I mean, I guess it's... What makes you think it's different? I just gotta know. Because it's like, it's the same stuff to me.
What if the animatronics in FNAF 1 were fat? If Foxy was fat, he wouldn't be able to run fast, so you can...
So what if this thing about FNAF? If that thing, then this. And then yours is...
What if William Afton actually isn't Springtrap?
It's the same format to me. I don't know. Really, if you're never going to change your format, it always comes down to the idea. So I don't know if it'll perform well or not. Your channel's very, very hit or miss, but it's hit or miss because some people are interested in the idea and some people aren't. But from your patterns here, it looks like it could do well or it could not. I'm sorry. It does seem like you're getting better. These are getting easier to watch, though. I'll say that. You're not making it a struggle to stay focused on everything that you're doing. Right.
Dude, I felt the...
Let me back it up here. I told you to do this, but I did not mean to make it like as big as a caption. I was like thinking it's down there. It's real small. It's noticeable. This is like a fucking element that I have to look at now.
Dude, I felt the tip going into the hole there. Like, I swear to God, I entered the hole.
Yeah, right now I Am Swiss Cheese is a text hook. Or it's trying to be. It's like way too distracting.
Dude, I felt the tip going into the hole there.
Okay, I'm out now. Because you said, what is bro saying? And then you said the thing, and I was like, okay, he said something funny. There's not much more curiosity to stick around here.
Like, I swear to God, I entered the hole. I don't know how I got stuck in the door.
But while it's funny, it should have been the thing to build up to, right? Like, I can't believe he said that. Or something like that. But instead, you said it right away. Or when he says it. Alright? When he says it. There you go. And then you wait until you build it up. It's not going to be a great short, but it's like you need to understand that that's how you build tension. Like, guys, you're live streaming, okay? You're live streaming, you have a funny moment or you have a crazy moment. Then you need to take that and put it at the end of your short. And then you need to go backwards and build up tension to it. Okay? Or you could do it the other way and you say, oh my God, something's happening. And then you build up to the thing that eventually happens. I can't wait till Wednesday to show you what I have for you. Because you won't have to worry so much about what I'm saying anymore. All right. This guy, it doesn't have a channel name, so I don't really... Even if you're a VIP, I'm not going to give you that kind of special treatment. Oh, it's Cirilla. Put your channel name in there.
You're killing yourself. Please, open the door and let me help you. I'm sorry, Mama, but I just ain't got no life without these Flintstone vitamins no more. You're killing...
Okay. You said, what points are you clicking off these and why? So... There's nothing inherently wrong with it. I'm glad that you're not interacting with me anymore. Which makes a lot of sense if you were in the VIP Q&A call. That sounded mean, but it makes sense. I know what I'm saying. And she knows what I'm saying too. This one, I guess I don't understand what I'm watching when it first starts.
You're killing yourself. Please, open the door and let me help you. I'm sorry, Mama, but I just ain't got no life without these Flintstone vitamins no more.
I also don't get it. Like, the topic is something that YouTube restricts already. Like, your very first 3 words are something that's not going to do well on YouTube.
Self, please.
Honestly, I'm trying not to replay it anymore because I don't want it on this stream either.
Open the door and let me help you. I'm sorry, Mama, but I just ain't got no life.
Okay, try again. I hate to say that, but like I like the skit idea. I think it's unique, right? I also think that you really need to do clips of your streams, okay? And in fact, I'm gonna take a look at your streams. Oh, wait, do you cross stream or whatever the fuck it's called? Okay, great. If you want to go super viral, this is the bread and butter here, okay? I think this will work. Man, these are crazy thumbnails. This is work. It doesn't mean that you have to like not do skits because they can work. That one just without context, I'm like, I don't even know what I'm watching. But yeah, that's what I said on Saturday. Like when I see clips of you interacting with your streams, like that's a format that everybody recognizes. And so they understand the context already. But this one knocking on the door, I didn't quite know if it was a cartoon or what. And so I couldn't figure it out.
2 horror universes are connected and nobody's talking about it.
Okay.
These 2 horror universes are connected and nobody's talking about it.
Okay.
Dead by Daylight is a horror game where a godlike creature called the Entity kidnaps killers and survivors from different worlds and uses them as sacrifices.
All right, I'm curious. Like, what's the second what's the second one? You kind of got me here.
And Cabin in the Woods is a horror
Cabin
movie
in the
where
Woods.
a secret organization does the exact same.
Okay, so here's how I would show it to make your hook more powerful. Show the Dead by Daylight logo, and then show the Cabin in the Woods logo, but blur them, okay? Like, you have one here and one here. You could probably do them side by side. They might fit. Or you got bam, bam, arrow, right? Something along those lines. I would experiment. Just don't make it too crazy. But that way you make me realize that it's a product. It's a game, it's a movie, that sort of thing. When you say universes, it's a little open-ended. I'm not exactly sure what you're getting at, so I'd be more specific about that. These are just like the tips that you pick up. Obviously, you're not going to do another version of this, like this specific one. But if you connect two other things, it's easy to do their logos and yeah.
These two horror universes are connected, and nobody's talking.
If people recognize Dead by Daylight and these, then they might not be curious enough to stick around to who you're actually talking about. The reason I was curious is because I didn't recognize these two.
About it. Dead by Daylight is a horror.
That's why I said you kind of got me here, because I'm wondering who that was.
Game where a godlike creature called the Entity kidnaps killers and survivors from different worlds and uses them as sacrifices. And Cabin in the Woods is a horror movie where a secret organization does the exact same thing to keep ancient gods asleep under the earth. And it's when you start noticing that the same characters appear on both sides that things start to get weird. Ash Williams, the guy with the chainsaw arm from Evil Dead, is a playable survivor in Dead.
Sorry. I'm curious about something here. Okay. We'll talk about it later. All right. All right. Sorry. That's it. That's really it. I think you make those changes and you'll hook people even better. You say, I used overlay packs to ensure my eye line was the same throughout the video. Okay, your eye, oh, the eye, okay, I get you. It's funny when you use eye line, but it's not your eyes. But it's like, the eye line is, it's not yours, it's the viewer's eyes, what they're looking at. So, we should probably call it something different, like the focal point, the focal line. I feel like I've improved the yeah, dude. You know what? I didn't even notice. I forgot that you struggled with that. That's how good you got it now. Because when you don't do something wrong, nobody notices.
Universes are connected, and nobody's talking.
I didn't have to like look everywhere. I was just looking in the one spot, and so it was good enough for me not to even say anything. It seems like the feedback I've been getting hasn't been getting better. So at this point, I'm just lost. My feedback's not getting better. Is that how it is? Trying to
about it. Dead by Daylight is a horror game where a godlike creature called the Entity
yeah, dude, this is great.
Kidnaps
honestly.
Killers and survivors from different worlds and uses them as sacrifices. And Cabin in the Woods.
Yeah, it was so good that I just did not notice that I was
ancient gods asleep under the earth. And it's when you start noticing that the same characters appear on both sides that things start to get weird. Ash Williams, the guy with the
this is actually the best thing I've seen from you.
Chainsaw arm from Evil Dead is a playable survivor in Dead by Daylight and is also locked in a vault in Cabin in the Woods. Bill, the old soldier from Left 4 Dead, same thing, in both. And when someone asked the creator of Dead by Daylight,
what the hell is Cabin in the Woods? Now I gotta understand what that is.
He said,
every year we get like a different section. Like one year we were in the Cabin in the Woods. One year
there's a good chance that every horror villain you've ever been scared of is connected. So subscribe before the entity finds you, because nobody has...
I'm gone already. So everybody leaves at the moment you say the word subscribe. And your hook needs to be the logo thing I said, and I think you got something great. And then all it is idea from there. Okay, very good, very good.
The man walked into the office bathroom and found pee all over the toilet seat. And he knew exactly who did it because the IT guy had just walked out. The IT guy kept missing the toilet and never cleaned it up. The man secretly placed a container full of his own pee into the break room freezer.
What the fuck? Okay. All right, I'm going to be doing a story breakdown.
At the end of the day, he had a frozen yellow pee puck ready to go. After work, he used a hockey stick to slide the frozen puck underneath.
Oh my god, what the fuck?
The IT's locked off his door. The next morning, the IT guy seemed completely unbothered. That's when the janitor walked by licking a yellow puck-shaped popsicle. The janitor said, found this last night and decided to make it today's snack. The man walked
out. The man. Why is that so loud right at the end? That's crazy. Like your volume is perfect, and then that's like too much. Okay, we are roughly 24 hours from posting, and it's not doing well at all. Views have basically come to a halt. Not that this matters. Blah 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 blah. Maybe it was too gross for Google. No. Okay. Sorry. It's I messed it up by making the surprise ending too loud. One sec.
Yet another quarter, huh?
The man walked into the
Okay, it didn't compress, or yeah, it didn't normalize your volume down, so it's okay. All right, so this one's not doing too well, 20,000 compared to your other stuff. Okay, just leave that alone. I would say your story telling got a little convoluted in this one. Now, your idea is fucking awesome. The pea puck, that's like crazy to me. So I don't think the gross thing is the problem. I think it's that the story went on too long. He froze the P needs to be the second sentence. Okay, so let's go to the John Scott channel real quick so you can see what I'm talking about, because it won't make sense to anybody unless I show you. Just go to this one. Nobody was. He took his snowboard on the. Of course, the first time is always fucked up. YouTube really needs to fix it. Nobody was buying this man's food, so he took out his iPhone and he glued it to the ground in front of his stand. Okay, so the iPhone glued to the ground makes no sense. You need context, so you have to stick around, wonder why the hell he did it. And for the pee puck, teenagers kept the police. So this guy froze his own pee. So this guy put it in the freezer, like something along those lines. That needs to be the second half of the sentence. So,
The office bathroom and found pee all over the toilet seat. And he knew exactly who did it because the IT guy had just walked out and never cleaned it up. The man secretly placed a container full of his own pee into the break room freezer.
Okay. So this guy, the IT guy kept... The IT guy kept peeing all over the toilet seat, so this guy decided to freeze his. There, that's the one sentence. And now I wonder, like, why the hell would he do that? Right? And then you continue going on. And so that cuts out 10 seconds, which will increase your retention dramatically. And that's exactly what I would do. That would be, like, the biggest fix for you. Because we've seen that. That's, like, my story method, and we've seen that work a lot.
Who's this?
Honestly, I wouldn't trust you with a paper bag.
By the way, this is the last VIP, and then we're moving back to you guys. So we will reset the form here in like 5 minutes, and so just make sure you're ready to hit submit when I say go.
Who's this?
Honestly, I wouldn't trust you with a paper bag.
You better say something nice, or your grandma's ashes are being thrown away. Huh? Come on.
Next time, learn some manners before you swing, idiot.
All right, there goes Granny. All right, and you're dirty as hell. So, you're getting arrested. Bye. Who's this?
Honestly, I wouldn't trust you with a paper bag.
You better say something nice, or your grandma's ashes are being thrown away. Huh? Come on.
Next time, learn some manners before you swing, idiot.
All right, there goes Granny. All right, and you're dirty as
Okay, I'm not... There goes Granny is such a funny line. I don't know... I don't know how I would break this one down specifically.
I wouldn't trust you with a paper bag.
Let me see what you said first. Didn't care too much about this video, but trying to be consistent. Okay, you did kind of set up like I'm having a problem with this person. The music was a little... There's some things that distract that I can't really pay attention to the story because of the editing. But let's just wait until Wednesday, okay? Because I got a lot of things to say. I got some stuff that's going to help you. And we won't have to worry so much about this kind of thing anymore. Will knows what I'm talking about, so just be patient. After you said the thing about the hook bomb, I made a big change over the weekend. I'm very, very excited about it. Something I've been working on all weekend. Okay, guys, I am resetting the form right now. And go submit again. Shorts.reviews. Go to shorts.reviews, and then I'm just going to spin. Spin, refresh, spin, refresh, spin, refresh. Maybe it'll start spinning when we only have one response. Damn. We had several. Number 6. Popped in right away. Yeah. Okay. This one.
I'm sorry.
And then we're gonna spin again, and we're gonna do the thing that I always do. Spin. Number 3. Then refresh. Spin. Number 7. Refresh. Spin. I grabbed 6 right now, and then we continue later. I like to reward the people that were actually paying attention and that were on it. They're usually not slop. Number 20. 18. Okay. We've got 3, 7, 2, 13, 20, 18. Cool. All right. This one is YOS RBX. POV student lands at a military airport. Okay.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I made a mistake. You're fucking right. You made a mistake, you little. I'm sorry.
Okay. All right. It's funny. Yeah. So let's see what you had to say. How could I improve the visual and audio hook? I mean, I don't know. It's kind of a very specific thing that point of view student lands at. I don't know. I don't really know how to help this kind of thing. It's not even what point of view means, but like that's not what it means to anybody anymore. Student lands at a military airport. I don't know. I think that if this was I think you did it the best you could. Like that's great. Honestly, I think it's funny. There's a bit of a meme at it. So how would you fix it? I don't think you can. Like for what it is, I think it's the best possible thing you could do. Let me look at your other stuff real quick. United Airlines pilots when they see an innocent truck. Yeah, all of your punchlines are really funny. I don't get it, but I'm sure that there's something.
Girls, look! It's a Boeing 747! What happened to you? Girls, look!
Okay, now the punchline is overdone for me. But I'm also an adult. Yeah, so I don't know. I don't think there's much to improve. You kind of have your own thing, dude. I mean, did it perform well? Yeah, 1 million. Yeah, okay. What the fuck am I doing here? I'm just like, I'm trying to give you advice, and it's got 1.3 million views. Okay, number 7. Designer can't draw.
Forget the flowers. This is what moms really want for Mother's Day. If you saw my rose video earlier...
Okay. I can barely hear you, by the way. What I'm trying to figure out is why I only got 60 views and was shown 4 times in the shorts feed. How do you know how many times it was shown when I normally get? The hook is... Oh, yeah, you haven't gotten any impressions on it. So... There's nothing... Dude.
Forget the flowers. This is what moms really want for Mother's Day. If you saw my rose video earlier, you heard me say that my mom hates flowers. So I decided to...
Okay, so there's not really much of a hook. It's just... Like, when I see the drawing stuff, it's not like, it's not a tutorial, so, yeah. I don't know. It doesn't really connect. Let me see. I normally get 2,000 to 10,000, but this only had 60. Yeah, so it wasn't shown in the shorts feed yet. A lot of these are, like, day something, and, like... It's just not very interesting to the majority of people, but the strong point, I'll tell you, is that you're a graphic designer and you can't draw. And so that's a great hook to start with on most of the stuff, but it takes you so long to get there that nobody knows, because they're not going to give you more than 3 seconds. And so like that's how you build a hook. And you might think, well, the name is Designer Can't Draw, like that's the whole thing, but it's new people every single time in the shorts feed, so it's like a thing you have to remind them. Okay, so yeah, I'm a graphic designer who can't draw, but today I'm gonna try to draw a cake. All right, you don't have it shown yet, and then yeah, that's perfect. That's your hook. I'm a graphic designer that can't draw, and today, actually, I'm a professional graphic designer, but I can't draw. Today, I'm gonna try to draw a cake. And then you set it down, and then you go and you tell a little story, or you make a little joke or whatever, and then that's it. All the day 33, day 32, all that stuff, it's bullshit. Nobody cares. All right, Coin Collective. I say that because that's how the shorts feed is. Nobody's going, oh, I want to start at day 1. Nobody's doing that.
$3,000. Can you see?
Okay, 1 second.
This penny is worth $3,000. Can you see why?
Show visually $3,000. You want people to, like, if this was muted, I don't know what you're showing me. Understand? So you need to make it here. Let me make sure you don't make the mistake. Okay. Right where captions are, right there, that's where your subtitles go. And you don't have to make them super special. They can be the same each time, just plain white text. With a little bit of a black drop shadow, or white text over a black square, and just says, this penny is worth $3,000. Yep. Can you guess why? All right. So, can anybody guess why? Because it's a solid hook. It is good, but most people bailed because they didn't read anything. They didn't see 3,000. It didn't pop.
This penny is worth $3,000. Can you see why?
There's other things you can do to like make this more visually interesting. I wish it cut. What? 1 sec. I just want to make sure everything's good. Oh, 1 second, guys. I want to go back to, this was number 9. Would this type of content fall into the realm of repetitiveness? YouTube won't monetize it? Yeah, maybe. Oh, that's not even the person that asked. Sorry. Oh my god, 1 second. This person wanted their question. I can't, like, always do it. Do you think this translates accurately? I feel like I've mastered super short, poor attention with the kids in the last 2 months. Dude, I was very clear that it was already working. I don't know what you want. Do you think this translates accurately? Translates? Like, is it a different language? Does it translate? I mean, you wrote it in English, so I don't know what you want. It's translates fine.
I made a mistake.
Yeah. So I don't know what you mean by your question didn't go through. Okay.
Most people miss it. Look at the Liberty.
Yeah. By the way, just so everybody knows, this was the question that he was asking about. I just don't know what that. I don't know what you want me to answer for that. Okay. So this stuff that you're showing down here is the kind of stuff that you would probably want to see with the 3,000 or whatever you said at the beginning. But this is also very low. Remember, you're going to get in the way of that. That's what you don't want, okay? That's a big problem. So there are overlays in the Discord. So you can see up here in the info, you'll see tools and resources. And you scroll up, and right here, you can download that, and you'll see these little vertical overlays that I pop up on the stream. Same thing.
1995.
And you know what? When I saw this, I thought, this looks a little weird. Like, it looks like a thicker font.
This penny is worth $3,000. Can you see why? Most people miss it. Look at the Liberty. It's the 1995 double die obverse penny. The highest one went for $50,000, and this isn't even the rarest 1990s penny.
Dude, the stuff that you have is interesting. It's like making it visually appeal. That's it.
I'd like to
I
see-
wish I had the time to take you through all the editing I could, but it really just keep paying attention to all the stuff I'm saying about editing, where to put things, how to show it, how to keep visual attention. Like there's right now I could say this penny and you want it to like constantly push in a little bit, and you want it to, when you say $3,000, you want $3,000 to pop up with money signs. Like you don't have to overdo it. This up here, 1995, this, why is that there? It makes no sense. I don't know anything about pennies. This black bar up here and this black bar down here, since this has white background, I'd make that white to make it fit the entire screen. Like there are all these just tiny little things that you could do. You popped up a bunch of arrows real fast that didn't do anything. Like there was like one frame of a bunch of arrows. Like why even waste the time?
Look at the Liberty. It's the 1990.
What I would have done is just left the penny where it was, and then circled when you said look at the Liberty, and then zoom into it, right? Like make it all just about this one picture. All right, there's a couple things that you can focus on, okay? All right, back down here. Spidey Steve. Spidey Steve.
Today, I made a wolf farm, an entire map art, and a complete shop to sell my friend in Minecraft.
Okay.
Oh, that's so awful.
First step is marketing. Marketing is always the most important.
I don't even know what this is about anymore. You pitched 3 things to me at once, and then it was like for a different reason, and now we're talking about marketing, okay? So you have way overcomplicated whatever this idea was.
Today, I made a wolf farm, an entire map art, and a complete shop to...
What's an entire map art? Okay. You're like giving me homework. I have to remember all these things.
Sell my friend in Minecraft.
To sell... Okay.
Oh, that's so awful.
First step is marketing. Marketing
Alright,
is...
so you made things that you're selling in Minecraft, okay? Like, I hope you understand, like, why this isn't... This is just gonna... People are like, what? They'll leave, right?
Always the most important. So, I decided for marketing, we need to make some map art.
5 minutes later.
And it was really nice. Now that the whole thing is covered in wool, we needed to design, and I thought something simple like...
Yeah, dude, this is way too complicated. There's like so much going on that I'm like, I don't even remember what the point of this was. Okay, so yeah. I think I may give up, only do long form. My long form's popping off. Yeah, see, like long form, you can include all that shit and you can tell it in a shorter way. And people are like, I get what's going on. They're primed to pay more attention to all that stuff. But since this short is about like 10 different things all at once, nobody's going to stick around because they're like, it's too overwhelming. I'm not really sure what this guy's doing, and I'm just trying to relax. Yeah, so that's a problem. Number 13. This is Ricky.
I've got beef with this market. Take a look at the prices. You see them? Not really. No, that's because they set them.
One sec. When I see a person, I have to make sure it's the person. Okay, great. Because people steal content so much, it's like, yeah. All right, I'm tired of being scammed. There's one thing to read. I've got beef with this market. There's something down here.
I've got beef with this market.
Okay, so you got a text hook up here.
Take a look at the prices. You see them? Not
Usually when I leave a text hook on, I try not to do subtitles.
I've got
at the
beef
same
with this
time.
market. Take a look at the price.
And like usually when I'm using a text hook, there's not something being said at that moment. You got to be like kind of careful about how you show it. Don't make me read 2 things at a time. And then you say, I got beef with this market.
I've got beef with this market. Take a look at the prices. You see?
I saw the market for a second, but I also saw a bunch of different logos and stuff that I'd have to like pay attention to. And so the best way to go about this is I've got beef with this market, and you could like put your phone up and like you see the market sign behind you and an arrow, ding, whatever. Like now I understand what you're talking about.
Prices. You see them? Not really. No, that's because they set them dynamically, meaning they can change anytime. Well, in
Okay. All right.
Maryland, they put a stop to that. Dynamic pricing based on your data is no more. Hopefully other states follow suit. I'd like to see that happen here. In Utah, they can change anytime. Well, in Maryland, they put them dynamically, meaning they can change anytime.
Okay. So the copywriter in me wants to tell you that you need to simplify what dynamic pricing is if people want to understand it on the shorts feed. Like the most viral videos about dynamic pricing that are in the shorts feed kind of explain what it is, where they can change the prices via the internet as you walk through. Or imagine you're walking in Walmart and the person before you saw bananas were 30 cents, but as you walk by, the price changes to 30 or 50 cents or whatever. Now the person's pissed off. They're like, what? Well, that's a real thing, and I have a problem. Yeah, like that's kind of how you gotta preface that. Also, dynamic pricing is like a really popular topic, and so you might, if you're not offering any new info, it might hurt you. But the Maryland angle is something I've never heard, so like I would make it more about that. You having a problem with a market is a story about you. This isn't a story about you though, right? This is a story about the viewer, and so I would make it more like about that. So is it a small niche? No, not at all. You are a brand. So you're Ricky, right? You're the guy that talks about everything, and I don't think that's a small niche. I say that people want your commentary. They want your insights. They want to hear what you have to say. It's just about delivering it in like a small, simple package and make them care about it, right? Make sure that they know they really should know about it. Hopefully that helps a little bit. I'm getting towards the end of the stream, and so like my brain's, I usually give like worse advice at the end of the stream. So I'd love it if you join the community though, discord.gg/JohnScott, because it's always nice to see brands. Like that's the whole goal, is I want people in my, like on my team, that you can't take them and put them on a different channel because it won't make sense, right? But yeah, there are so many channels out there that you can do that and nobody would know the difference. It's nice to see something like you, man. Very good.
Did you know, right?
Nope. Wait.
When Michael B. Jordan had massive momentum in Hollywood.
No. You know, when I see stuff like this, I just think, hey, I can do it. It's, yeah, it is what it is. What did I do wrong and right? You, honestly, oh God. You know what? I'm very sorry. Oh. It's too late in the stream for me to explain it all. I just got to move on. Chat, I hope chat can fill you in. I'm sorry. It's Adam.
Many people just see this. But they don't usually see this.
Okay, the behind the scenes covered the thing that we need to be seeing. Why'd you do that? Why'd you do that? Don't do that. Okay? Also, this isn't really a subtitle. You could probably just put a little behind the scenes up here or something. What is that? I wanted to see it. Show me.
This is how Kamen Rider Gav's first transformation was actually made.
It's interesting, genuinely. This is the first time I'm like, damn, like I care about Power Rangers. You've made me interested by showing me how a behind the scenes thing works, but you blocked it.
People just see this.
And also, in show is blocking it too. Like I hate you. I really wanted to see it. So yeah, that's a big problem. Got this hook from one of your videos. Oh, did you? Yeah, that one's not as bad as the second one. But like, what I would do is, some people see this, bum, 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 but they never see this. It just needs to go a little bit faster. Okay, you need to get the second part of it.
Please see this.
So the second part of it should probably come in at like 7 seconds instead. That's how I would shorten it. And then obviously make sure to change this. Oh, this is a solid ending though. Oh, I love that.
First transformation.
Yeah, you know what? People were turned off by like the slow pace that you got it. If you made it quicker, it might do a little bit better. But it seems like it did okay. Let's see. 31,000. Okay. Hell yeah. Do yours usually? What do they do? 57, 23, 6, 31. Okay, it's on par for you, right?
Was actually made. Many people just see this.
Yeah, also keep in mind that
just see this.
That is 2 seconds of like, I visually don't know the context yet, right? The quicker you can make people understand what's going on, you on bottom and subject on top, that's why the half and half format really works, because it gives the viewer the context they need. People really underestimate how impatient shorts viewers are, because I'm seeing you for like 2 or 3 seconds, I'm like, I'm not interested, right? Okay, yeah. Do we put links in chat? Nope. Read the description. Or the thumbnail. Because it was all over the thumbnail, right? Yeah. It's like, that's... I always find it funny when I use that thumbnail and people still ask. It's like, it says it like 50 times in the thumbnail. Okay. Anyway. It's not just you, dude. Everybody does it. Alright, let's give it a spin. Okie dokie. Number 10. This one is... you know what? That doesn't seem like they open it off screen.
Everyone's here!
Okay. It's just anime clips, and I just don't help that. Or it's a edits channel. I don't help edits channels. It's nothing against them. It's just I don't have advice for them, unfortunately. I just don't have advice for them. Right. Would this get more views if there were subtitles and there wasn't a lip sync issue? What the hell was that noise? Oh my god. It was the fucking... The thing fell off the silver play button. This part right here. It was just hung up there by some sticky stuff on the back.
Your P.
Okay, it's not your content. Moving on. Not my personal channel. What made it do so well?
We're not gonna name names, but when a junkyard tells you you're gonna get the right part, you expect to get the right part. You see that breaking? That's not supposed to happen, so we gotta fix it. Luckily, a place in town has it, so we picked it up and took it back to the shop, unloaded it, and began the inspection.
First, we're not gonna name names as a solid hook, because it's like, oh shit, there's some drama involved here, right? Also, there might be some familiarity bias with this brand. Let's see. 1.7. Oh, this one really popped off. Okay, let me do a deeper dive. This is interesting.
We're not gonna name names, but when a
Okay, first, yeah, like I said, we're not gonna name names. Solid hook because there's drama, and then to highlight the issue, I love what they did here with the editing.
Name names.
They pay attention to like this part right here. It's the light stays while everything else darkens.
But when a
right, but. All right, something about this. What is this? Like, it's very clear what the story's about.
junkyard tells you you're gonna get the right part, you expect to get the right part.
Okay.
You see that breaking? That's not supposed to happen, so we gotta fix it. Luckily, a place in town has it, so we picked it up.
Right. All right, now it's storytelling, right? So here's the problem, and here's the problem. Then we added a tire, but you see that breaking? Yeah, that's not supposed to happen. Luckily, there's a part. We're going to go to the part. Now, I'm going to guarantee that there's going to be another issue, right? That's how storytelling works. They're going to go... There's going to be some sort of conflict if they know how to tell stories right.
Up and took it back to the shop.
Okay, but something's going to go wrong. Hopefully, that's usually how it happens.
Unloaded and began the inspection. However,
oh, that's the other word for but.
When we opened this thing up, guess what? It was wrong. It was just completely wrong. It was not what we ordered.
Now, you guys might think, wow, he's a fucking psychic. He knew that was going to happen. Of course I did. That's how storytelling works. I saw that this is much longer, and there's going to be several more buts, probably.
Alright, put it back together. See, the problem is that when you say that you're gonna get a job done in a day, you get it done in a day. That means haul butt back to the location and return it. Go to a new spot with the tire man, haul butt into the back, and load that new sucker onto the truck. We got back to the shop and guess what?
It is a posi track.
It was the right one. The old one came off, and just for reference, this is what the old one looked.
Okay, now they got me hooked because I want to see what this part is. So maybe it wasn't a conflict, but it's a reveal.
Like bone dry, large chunks of metal. You're not supposed to have this metal in here.
They're talking about the previous conflict though, so it's like
By the way, Zeke wanted to play, but we were busy.
random conflict. Dog wants to play, but we're too busy.
Zeke wanted to play, but we were busy. After an entire day of going back and forth with all of this, she was finally ready.
Okay, yeah. This is honestly just storytelling, so that's why it did well. And if you're curious, I've got a video about that. If you want to learn how to do shorts storytelling, it's called Shut Up. What is it called? How to Write a Million View Short. It's all about storytelling, but you got to be patient. Right, you got to stick with it because I go through some very specific storytelling techniques, and if you want millions of views, that's how I got them. Yeah, cool. Okay. Hi people that are saying hi to me. I see you. Bum 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 bum. This one's called Meow Rants, but they switched because they know that Roblox Rants is banned.
What it's actually like playing Jujutsu Shenanigans now.
I started out as Roblox Rants, now I switched over to making more of these types of shorts. Overall, I want to switch the type of content again. Any suggestions on how I can improve? I honestly, it's too late in the stream for me to even know what the hell is going on here. Like, you gotta realize I'm 36, so it's just like gameplay and fucking Vine booms.
I'm better.
Yeah, so my suggestion is like, tell a story or something. It's just like chaos. Okay, I'm not gonna be able to give this one good advice, unfortunately. I'm sorry. Like, when it comes to Roblox stuff anyway, I'm just like, I don't fucking know, man. I'm not the I'm not the guy. My brain has stopped now. We're 3 minutes away from the end of the stream, so I'm gonna roll. Is that style monetizable? I don't know. Anyway, yep. Like Will said, last chance, lock into the VIP Discord at the current price. It's going up, and there's a big reason why, which the VIPs will find out on Wednesday. I'm very, very excited. Till then, I'll see you fucking later.
I feel I'm sinking in to the bed, I'm such a mess. I wish my head was on top of your chest. Oh, if I believe again that we could be just friends, would that make me a part of your day, make me go away, or just some time to waste? Yeah, so keep on leaving it. What